Welcome back to the final episode in my Sekiro Shadows Die Twice Easy Mode game guide. In the last episode, we defeated the Demon of Hatred, and now we are going on to the final boss in the game. We have got our vitality all the way up to 20 through this playthrough. Our attack power is 13, which is as high as it can get unless you get the mask. And actually, I'll go grab the mask just to show you what I'm talking about real quick. We're gonna go to the abandoned dungeon entrance. It costs 5,000 sin, so if you don't want to use your pouches, or if you don't have enough, then you might have to farm up because it's pretty expensive. But we can actually just sell him some of our gold here. Let's see, we'll sell him bulging coin purse. We'll just do 5 of them, just so we got enough. Okay, purchase items. Now we got this. We got the rest of the dragon mask fragments from the guys with the carp scales. It's 45. It's usually 5,000, but it's 4,500 now because I got the 10% off thing from Aina, the merchant. Now we got the dancing dragon mask. So what you could actually do is for 5 skill points, you can enhance your attack power. But we obviously, we still got quite a bit of skills that we need. That's more for like a new game plus game, just to kind of give you something to do. But we still got a lot of skills that we'd like to get eventually. But anyway, now to get to the final boss, we need to go to the near secret passage sculptor's idol that we popped earlier when we went through the Isshin reservoir and we came around, just to get it so we could just go right to it whenever we were going to fight the final boss. Now this is a 4-phase fight. The first phase, we're going to face a pretty familiar enemy by this point, Gunichiro. You'll face him again. He doesn't really get any stronger or anything, and I kind of like that because it kind of shows you how far you've come in the game, particularly if you fought him the first time. You know, he beat you. Second time you struggle with him, and then now you get here and you'll find out like he's pretty easy, but don't get too cocky because he still can do a little damage to you. Then we'll fight the final guy. He only has 1 death blow marker. We take that out, then we got to fight the final guy, which we'll see in a second, but he has 3 death blow markers, so he can be he probably is the hardest boss in the game. I think it's a toss-up between him and the Demon of Hatred, but as far as like the skills you need to know to be good at this game, this guy is the hardest that you're going to fight. As far as any type of prosthetics or anything, the umbrella comes in handy. Other than that, you really don't need anything. I feel like the prosthetics are more for like advanced players. Once you get real good at this game, you can kind of mix in the two. But all you really need is the umbrella to beat them. And you don't even necessarily need the umbrella. The umbrella just helps a little bit. As far as anything else, combat arts and whatnot, Empowered Mortal Draw is probably the best thing that you can use. If you didn't want to use that, Ichimonji Double, really good as well. I'm going to use the Empowered Mortal Draw. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Akko's Spirit Fall or Akko's Candy is going to come in handy for you. Divine Confetti. You could pop some now if you want it. Don't necessarily need to, but let's go.
Kuro-sama. 久しいな、巫女の忍び。見よ、不思議りのもう一振りよ。
健一郎殿。そのようなものでは、決してアシナの命運は変わりませぬ。狼よ。流因など誰の手にもあるべきではないのだ。 苦労をかけるな。
行為参る。ああ、しまいとしよう。俺が足。
Now, I guess I did kind of forget, but there is one thing that he does have that makes him a little bit powerful. He has the black mortal blade, and the black mortal blade, he's going to do a different attack, which you're going to see. He starts straight off using it, and you can use your umbrella to block it pretty easily, which you'll see right here. And there he goes. As you've seen, I mean, he goes down pretty simply.
Ore 結局何もできなかった。だがユーインがこの国を生かす。これでアシナの世は明ける。哀れな孫の最後の願いじゃ。わしはこのアシナをよみがえらせねばならぬ。
There he is.
Sekiro.
It's actually Isshin when he was younger. He's tough, man. It's gonna take you a while to get used to him. That was horrible. All right, hurry up. Because his posture does fill back up pretty easily. Okay, there goes one down. Okay, now this is the hard one. Whoa. Alright. Been a while. It's gonna take me a minute to get back used to him. Okay, there goes the second phase. Okay, there he goes. That was an ugly fight, but we got it done. And I'm not gonna try to like keep doing it so I can show you how perfect I am. I will do some more videos where I show when I get back into the swing of this game how, you know, how good I can do at them, but I'm just trying to show you. And I beat him on the first try too, which is pretty amazing, all things considered. And there we go. We have beaten Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. And we get the Dragon Flash. Now, and we also have the Gauntlet of Strength, which is what I'll do whenever I beat all the bosses again. But if we look over here, we can see like this little light's going up in the sky. This is where Kuro is. Now, this is where you will decide on the ending of the game. If you went past the first part where I said you could have had the ending way back in the day, it was called when you fought Owl the first time. It's called the sure ending. You could have did that. If you haven't done that, now you have an option of 3 endings. One is the ending of Severance, which is what Kuro wants. And then there's Emma's ending, which is the purification ending. And then there's the Divine Child's ending, which is the one that we're gonna pick. Which you'll see here, it'll proc you to pick one of 3 things. You're either gonna give him the Divine Dragon's Tears, which is Kuro's endings, the Divine Dragon Tears and Everblossom, which is Emma's endings, or the Dragon Tears and the Frozen Tears. I'm sorry, it was the Dragon Tears and Everblossom. Dragon Tears and the Frozen Tears, which is the Divine Child's ending, which is the one we're going to pick because I think it's the coolest, and I think that it might be the official ending. I'm not sure that on that though, but let's go ahead and give them to him.
おそばにおります。竜の涙を。参りましょう、我が巫女。
九郎殿、今はどうか安らかに私の心にとどまってください。 さようなら、みんな。私は行かねばなりません。我らの因果を断ち切るために。とても長い旅になります。それでも共に来てくださるのですか？
はい。
ありがとう、竜の忍びよ。九郎殿も喜んでおります。参りましょう。西に神なる竜の故郷に。
And there it is. And the reason I think I like that, because I think there could be a Sekiro 2 and it could pick up from that. I mean, there could be other things they could do as well, but I hope they do make a Sekiro 2. That would be really cool, but that's my favorite ending. Now, this is where you'll find out if you want to start playthrough 2 or not. I'm just going to put no. The world will stay the same as it does in the third phase for the rest of the game until you decide to go to New Game 2. Now, you can change form now. This is what you get from beating it. You can change form to this, which is pretty cool. It doesn't do anything. You can also get some other outfits by doing other stuff, which is really cool. The Shura outfit, I think, is the coolest. But let's get that up now. And now we have an attack power of 14. And that is as high as you can get minus spending skill points for your first playthrough. Now, the second playthrough, since our vitality is all the way up, you can't get that raised anymore. So, like, you'll get coin purses instead if you beat the enemy. So it kind of takes away the point of having to beat the little mini bosses, you know, because you can only have so much money to do so much stuff with. Once you get all your prosthetics raised all the way up and upgraded all the way up and everything, I mean, you don't really need money for much else unless you're going to use like Synthro, which, like I said, Synthro, when you're in New Game Plus and everything, that's a really powerful prosthetic. You can use that on a lot of bosses to take them down pretty quick. It does a lot of power when you have a lot of gold. But yeah, that's it. I mean, we've got everything. We got everything filled up. The things that it opened, we had the reflection of strength to where we could have did this at any time as long as we had beat an enemy. But now we've got like the gauntlets of strength. You got the divine air gauntlet of strength. You've got the severance gauntlet of strength, and then there'll be another gauntlet of strength that'll open up. But you get different things for defeating the gauntlets. Like this one, if I'm not mistaken, because you see here it's a hidden enemy. This opens up another type of Genichiro that you fight and gives you a cool skill. So they're definitely worth doing, and it's definitely worth practicing on your bosses. This one is kind of hard to do. This one opens up another guy who is Lord Isshin. It's called Inner Isshin, and you get something else for beating him as well. But this is one of those games that I feel like that you can play through multiple times, and I've spent hundreds of hours playing this game because you're constantly trying to just perfect everything. And like I said, I will do some videos just doing the bosses, trying to, after I kind of get back into the groove and I feel like I'm better at them, because I struggled through this playthrough on quite a few bosses. But it's, you know, you come back after months of not playing and you play, and of course your timings are going to be off and everything, but you can get back. It's like riding a bike, man. You're going to get back in the groove, I was still able to beat all the bosses like first time and everything, so it is what it is. But I appreciate you watching. I hope you made it to the end of this entire playthrough and this entire guide. I'll do some other supplemental videos for the guide as well. But Thanks for sticking around. Hope you subscribe, watch other videos, all that other cool stuff. Take it easy.